Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Salmon17. I apologize if my hair is a mess. No, of course, if you guys don't know, I actually wanted to do I wanted to do a redo for my rant of Metal Gear Survive because I am just ashamed what the Metal Gear fan base is becoming right now. But I will do it later because. At least I can do videos the way I want them. I can do swear words all the time because YouTube has become really stupid with its copyright system. So now that YouTube is not paying me money, I can do videos that I want. I have more freedom when I'm doing videos, and that is amazing. But this time I will talk about a different topic that is bottom of the video. Okay, come on, get over here. No, don't fall. God damn it. This is so hard to do with one hand. God damn it. I'm gonna pick up all these discs so they don't fall over. Yeah, God damn it. DVD discs are very fragile, so they're not like Blu-ray discs. God damn it. So yeah, the movie I am gonna talk about is Treasure Planet. So I'm gonna do this commentary with Logitech face cam because with my Logitech face camera, I had to clean up my table. I don't know if I cleaned it 100% because the dust keeps coming everywhere. Because also I think it is because look at this shit. I have so many electronic things. I need to also vacuum my floor. So yeah, I hope you guys will be enjoying this video of me talking about Treasure Planet and this topic. So yeah, see you guys later. Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Salmon17. Oh my god, fuck. This is so crazy. But anyways, let's get to the topic. So, this topic is about Treasure Planet. And the topic is it one of the most underrated movies ever? I actually went out of my way to buy this movie on DVD. No, a lot of people are just asking, oh, you bought Blu-ray? Blu-ray is so much better. Like, fuck off. I'm not rich. Like, I actually saw the price on Amazon. Actually, I bought this on Amazon. The price on Blu-ray for Amazon is a lot expensive. Plus, I actually like the cover for the DVD better because it looks very artistic. You can actually see all the characters, and also the backgrounds of the ships and everything. But in the Blu-ray version, you basically can only see Jim Hopkins and basically a bland background, unlike other Blu-ray movies. But is it a really underrated movie? Actually, this is one of those topics. Now, I want to say I love Disney. I loved Disney for a really long time. The very first Disney movie I actually saw was The Lion King on the VHS. I cried like a bitch when I saw Mufasa die. Like, goddamn, I'm cutting ninjas. Goddamn, I can't believe I said that. But I really cried. I was still very little, but I had so much emotion when I saw Mufasa die in front of Simba's face. I still do nowadays. I think I should really get The Lion King on Blu-ray someday. I will think about it later. But the thing is, Treasure Planet is actually one of my favorite Disney movies, and a lot of people don't talk about it much, and I don't know why, because I think the reason is that the movie did not go well with the box office when it first hit in the theaters. And I saw a lot of videos, and it is also kind of stupid of Disney's part for releasing Treasure Planet, this amazing movie. This is one of my favorite animated movies that has a blend of CG and 2D animation. It was released at the same day when Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was first time airing on the cinemas. And what? Like, what the fuck, Disney? Like, I think Disney really tried to compete with Warner Brothers. I think that's kind of like a common trope at this point, but Warner Brothers nowadays are doing live action movies instead of animated ones. Well, they do animated ones with Legos, but you know what, whatever. But why is this movie, Treasure Planet, is one of the most overlooked movies of all time? Actually, I still love rewatching it nowadays because this movie has a lot of heart, and it is actually one of the first Disney movies that actually doesn't have a tragic character that has like a tragic backstory that his parents are dead. My parents are dead! I'm Batman! God damn it. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is such an annoying trope, especially with the superheroes when their uncle or father dies. I think I can get past it because in some cases it does work to build a character, to make the character the way he is, but it nowadays it kind of feels real lazy and unoriginal at this point. The only superhero that does not have dead parents are Danny Phantom, I think, and goddamn. I'm using a lot of swear words and religious stuff, but who cares? This is YouTube. You can talk whatever you want, except if you want to try to pay, don't use swear words. You will destroy kids' minds. Like, god damn it. This is so stupid at this point that it gives me a migraine. I'm actually glad that YouTube is not paying me anymore because I want to do YouTube stuff for fun. If I wanted to get paid, I at least need to try better to do with my channel. But Treasure Planet is one of my favorite animated movies, next to The Iron Giant, which is also one of my favorite movies. When I watched The Iron Giant, I had no idea that the giant was CG. Now, of course, in Treasure Planet, the CG ships and John Silver's mechanical arm. I hope I'm showing this right. John Silver's mechanical arm are CG. It is really noticeable, but the way they blend it in, they actually do a pretty good job. Actually, this movie was based on the Treasure Island story from the books, from the movie that came out very, very long time ago, and I actually want to check when this was released. I forgot. But actually, it does say that the directors of this movie were also the directors of The Little Mermaid and Aladdin. And that is actually noticeable because the same people who worked on The Little Mermaid and Aladdin did the same animation style on the Treasure Planet, so it is pretty noticeable how similar the animation styles look in those previous two movies. It has a really amazing story to tell, and one of my favorite moments in this movie is John Silver himself. He's basically a villain, but at the same time he's not. He's like basically a father figure for Jim Hopkins because because his father left. Basically, he just left. He's like, you know what? Screw child services. I'm going to the Avengers. I'm going to the army or whatever. Like. Like, that is kind of depressing. Like, Jim never had like an acknowledgement from his father. He didn't spend much time with his father, and that is really depressing because I'm kind of sad because this is something a lot of kids could relate when they watch this movie, especially when they're dealing with divorce or something. And this could be a good movie to actually have your kids to watch, to actually learn about life, and that life is not always how it will see, but actually you have to try to move forward, even though you don't have a parent that doesn't give much attention to you or doesn't give much emotional support to you. So it is a fantastic movie to watch with everyone, and I highly recommend it. But how is this, like, nowadays I think the movie is really popular, but it's still like Disney of all things has forgotten about this movie. Now, of course, Disney nowadays, I'm kind of ashamed about it because they now are making live-action movie representations of their animated movies. And the question is, why? Next year we're gonna have the live-action adaptation of The Lion King. Why? The Lion King is one of the most well-known, one of the most faithful, one of the most nostalgic animated shows of all time. It was that movie who made Disney the way it is nowadays. Like, why remake something that wasn't broken to begin with? If you want to remake something, pick up a bad movie and try to do a reboot for it, or try to do something new, something original, or try something, add the same story, but actually try to develop it, or actually put effort into it, so the reboot can actually be better than the original. But nowadays reboots are like, let's pick up an idea, put it in the machine, pull the lever, and ta-da! Money! Like, this is kind of annoying with me the most, because we have so many reboots, remakes, readaptions, whatever, and I am ashamed of what Disney is becoming. But now they're buying Marvel, they're buying Star Wars, they're buying 20th Century Fox. What's next? They're gonna buy DC Entertainment, even though DC Entertainment is owned by Warner Brothers? No, wait, they're gonna buy Warner Brothers also. This is not how you do the business, right? Like, I know money is important to run a business, but when you become greedy, when you become this greedy, then you're forgetting that there are things far more important than just money, and that is a really sad thing, because this movie showed up like once in theaters and never was shown again in theaters. Like, they did so many times. They showed Toy Story 1 and 2 on 3D in cinemas. They did the same thing for The Lion King, for Finding Nemo, for other 2D animated movies that made them big bucks. But this movie that so many people love and actually want to see more, in cinemas. There is new generation. The new generation doesn't get good stuff anymore, especially in television, in animated TV programs, even on movies. Yes, we get. One thing I really miss about Disney is that they don't make 2D animated movies anymore, and that is really depressing. I'm not against 3D animation. I love it from Pixar the most as well. Some 3D movies from regular Disney is also very good, but we have so many CG 3D-fied animated movies that it just feels so stale, and it becomes repetitive and boring. Like, I know, some people think I'm biased, but 2D animation can do so much more than 3D animation. Yes, 3D animation can make look characters more real, more realistic, but that's not what the point. You have to bring magic into 2D animation. You can bring some magic into it, some imagination. You can bring up so much stuff. Yes, it is hard work to make a 2D animated movie, but because of that effort, people will love you more for it. It's saddening that only Japan nowadays that are focusing more on 2D animation with animes, and Studio Ghibli is trying to bring back 2D animation on the big screen. Heck, even one of the most famous animators, Don Bluth, who did the American Tail, man, I forgot how other Don Bluth movies. Man, I haven't watched a lot of them, so I apologize if I forget some of them. I think the dinosaur movie was Land Against Time, I think. Man, I forgot the name. I am so sorry. I haven't watched a lot of these Don Bluth movies. But yeah, Don Bluth actually wants to bring back 2D animation on the big screen. He actually made a game called Dragon Slayer, I think, and he wants to make a movie out of it, and I think that's a good idea, because 2D animation is dying out. A lot of people think it's not dying out because of television, but even on television, people don't put effort in 2D animation anymore. Nowadays, they think kids have like a mental disorder or something, and they know it's like, yeah, let's make 2D animated movies, but let's make every single 2D animated TV show into a comedy, because kids love fart jokes, dumbass characters or whatever. No, they do not. Kids are a lot smarter than people give credit for, and ask yourself this: would kids actually would be more excited to watch another action cartoon that has effort, that has character development, that has a plot, or they want to see more dumbass humor that is not even funny, that has always fart jokes or whatever? What do kids want? What would kids be more excited about? Now, if you want to do a comparison, then I would suggest showing them the original Powerpuff Girls TV show and the new 2016 TV show, and tell them which one they prefer, and make them watch all the episodes of the original Powerpuff Girls. Just don't skip the, horrific scenes, violence. Oh my god, that is like, oh, that will destroy children's minds. Like, that is stupid. Like, that is like saying, people saying that video games that have violence in them, shooting or whatever, it is the cause of mass shooting in America. Like, it is not. Like, I played GTA San Andreas when I was 6 or 7 years old, and does that mean I became a terrorist? Fuck no. I have a brain. I am a kid. I was a kid. I had a hard time growing up mentally than physically, but I still could have easily processed what is real and what is not. You give kids less credit than you give for. I'm sorry, I just started talking with a different topic, but still, do you think Treasure Planet should be more recognized? Should people actually show this amazing classic, also one of my favorite Disney animated movies, to future generations, future children? Let me know in the comments down below, and like this video if you agree. Share this video with others who love Treasure Planet and Disney and the original Disney movies, or Disney in general, or whatever. And don't forget to subscribe if you guys really want to, and I will see you guys later, or whatever.